basically, what has transpired is that COVID-19 is being used to inject, and I use that term inject because it's much like a snake venom, global governance into the world. That what they had to do is bring the whole world to a standstill so that they could inject the global governance. It will be titrated out a little bit, but so it's not gonna, like one day you're not gonna wake up and it's 100% global governance, but we are on the fast track of global governance right now. So this comes from the worldeconomicforum.org, as you can see, and this is the COVID action platform. And you can, in your own time, you can watch this overview. Usually the overviews are about 3 minutes, and it will be a real eye-opener for you. So what is the purpose of this COVID action platform? It is to galvanize the global business community for a collective that's fascist global action. It is to protect people's livelihoods and facilitate business continuity, protect people's livelihoods within the beast or New World Order system. And to facilitate business continuity is basically the business equivalent of the continuity of government, which is known as COOP or COG, whichever acronym you would like to use. And then mobilize cooperation from you. So you're going to be asked to make sacrifices. You're going to be asked to cooperate. And by your voluntary cooperation, they are assuming that you are endorsing what they are doing. And then there's a business support for this COVID-19. And of course, as I say, the coronavirus and its effects affect global health, the economy, and much, much more. And we're going to just take a peek at that right now. So as you can see, here's the coronavirus. And what does the coronavirus do? So it comes in like these ripples and waves. So there's the government response. So let's just press this and see what happens. So this is the government response. Let's say we're interested in how it is affecting the workforce. We can find out there. So we're looking at the left-hand side of the screen. What about avoiding infection and the spread of COVID-19? So that's a different section. Finding a vaccine has different objectives. The impact on trade has different objectives. This is an operation. It went into effect when President Trump said he was operationalizing because of this global pandemic. The impact on travel, look at how much travel is impacted, and then also your financial markets. So we're looking right now at the left-hand screen, but let's say we want to know what is the government response. So I'm going to press that one. Now, if you look over to your right, up here it says government response to COVID-19, and that actually goes down. And then there are some related topics. I want you to know that this is approximately 200 layers deep for each item. Before I forgot, this is the coronavirus, and notice the coronavirus is a spiked virus, and notice the spikes, and each one of these spikes are the different areas that coronavirus is impacting. Just like the spike, it was designed in the very model of the global governance that they are implementing. So let's say we want to know about, so we go down here, and here are the main things that it, under global response. So we'll see global governance, public finance and social protection, the workforce and employment, justice and law, financial and monetary systems, and agile government, cities and urbanization, humanitarian action, civic participation, and healthcare delivery. So like I said, each one of these goes down 200 levels. And before I push one of these and we see what's behind the next door, I want you to go to the bottom of the screen and you can find all the articles and videos and data that are current in the news that are talking about this very thing. So these like March 27th, March 27th, March 27th. So it will show you what the media is picking up and messaging to you. So, you have the option to do that. So let's just say we're interested in the global response to COVID-19 and we want to find out about global governance. So we're going to push that button. Now notice the spike, we have a new spike. Just like there's different strains of coronavirus, we now have a new spike, and we've got the resistance or anti-globalism. And so these are the objectives of COVID in response to the anti-globalism. We have the deepening interdependence, and these are the objectives right here. And remember, as we go here, so we've got deepening interdependence, we go over to the right side. Up above, we have the synopsis of what that is. We can listen to an overview. Sometimes it is a audio and sometimes it's a video. And down below, once again, we've got all the articles, starting with today and what media it was put out in. And let's just put video and see if we've got any video content on the deepening interdependence. So we do. We've got some different videos. Are the food supply chain under strains because of the coronavirus? March 26th, that was yesterday, and that came out from the FAO of the United Nations. So now we're going to go back to the left. We're going to find out, so the transnational actors have a part, and these are their objectives. There's institutional pluralism, and these are their objectives. And once again, for each time I'm pushing one of these buttons, over on the right-hand side, there is the synopsis, and we have data, we have publications, and we have videos. Rising multipolarity, and these are the objectives for this. So we are in global governance. Let's just stick with the anti-globalism. So we're going to go down to the bottom of our synopsis. And what does anti-globalism? It affects geopolitics, the United States, the future of economic progress, corporate governance, migration, civic participation, workforce and employment, taxation, Turkey, interesting enough, and geoeconomics. So let's just say that I want to find out how migration is under anti-globalism and global governance. What is migration? What do they say about migration? And see, once again, we have a new strain of the spiked coronavirus, and that deals with migration data and analytics, securitization and rhetoric, governance and regulation, talent patterns, integrating the different migrants' rights. These are all objectives. Conflict and security challenges, the demographic, and inequality and uneven development. And once again, for each one of these blue ones, there is, over on the right-hand side, your synopsis, and then if you go to the bottom, it will tell you further things. So let's say we want to find out in migration, how about the corruption? Here we go again. We have a new spike of the coronavirus. So is it any wonder that we do have all these various strains around the world? And this, if you think this is going to end, it's not. This is 200 layers deep. So, there's the collective action, the objectives, the business integrity, the illicit financial flows, the rule of law and enforcement, but that's going to be at the UN level, public awareness, transparency, and open government, and the rabbit hole goes deeper and deeper and deeper.